Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa. Now, guys, I have to go with Robert Whittaker. He's a friend. I trained him in the past. But I legitimately do think he beats Costa. It seems to me like Costa's lost his focus. Like, I don't know if he... Let's relook at his last fight. What did he do in his last fight? Let's get a refresher here. He fought Luke Rockhold. That was a very, back and forth battle. Luke Rockhold, has had a series of losses. He beat Luke Rockhold, but it wasn't his most impressive fight, let's just say. Before that, he lost to Marvin Vettori after not making weight. He had a horrible, I can't remember. He missed by a ridiculous amount. Vettori took the fight anyway, beat him. Before that, he lost to Israel Adesanya. He got KO'd in round 2. He got his legs trashed. And then he said, I drank a bottle of wine the night before. That's why I lost. That's ridiculous. What a ridiculous thing to say. Like, you're fighting for a world title fight. Why on earth would you be drinking a bottle of wine the night before?
I just think Rob is too technical, too fast, and too smart. Paulo, amazing fighter, amazing brawler, amazing athlete. I just don't think he has the fight IQ that Rob might have or does have, right? We've seen that Rob can operate just at a higher frequency mentally as well as physically in those fights. He's a very, very, very good athlete, very big, very strong, very fast, and very technical. And I think it's going to be a little bit too much for Paulo Costa to handle. Paulo has a very much more traditional game, very much more traditional boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu black belt, and he has a lot of power. But can he use his athleticism to overcome Robert Whittaker's technical tenacity? It's gonna be about who can implement their game plan better. And in my opinion, Rob Whittaker is just slightly smarter, slightly better, slightly faster than Paulo Costa, and I think I have him winning.
Whitaker, Robbie Whitaker, yeah. This time, he's got more tools inside the octagon than Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is tough, he's very strong, but Robbie Whitaker is yeah, you've got just more tools to beat him.
Robert Whittaker is not gonna be easy to take down. He will have more cardio, even though he's going to be smaller than Paulo Borrachinha. I think his cardio will be better. The distance, the karate distance is going to be better. So I have Robert Whittaker winning against Paulo Costa, even though it would be nice to see Paulo Borrachinha getting a W, my brothers. But let's see what happens.
Dude, well, I haven't seen Costa fight in a minute. The dude's always injured.
I think his last fight was August or September of 2022.
Golly, no way.
His last win was Luke Rockhold for Paulo Costa.
That's right. But the dude looks shredded like always. Looks like he's just a professional bodybuilder. Should be on the Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Just solid, dude. Now, Robert Whittaker, I've had the opportunity to share the octagon with him. I know what he's like. I know what he's good at. I think Costa is going to have a very hard time finding Robert Whittaker. Not going to be able to take Robert Whittaker down. Not like he was able to do against Luke Rockhold. I think Robert Whittaker is going to keep the fight standing. He's going to put his hands and feet together, his karate style. He's way faster than Costa. Of course, we haven't seen him in 2 years. We don't know what kind of upgrades this guy has. But both guys have been finished, and we both know how they fought against one of the best strikers in the division, against Izzy Adesanya. Robert Whittaker gave him, I think, the hardest fight out of the two. So I'm leaning towards my man, Robert Whittaker.
Who is it that's more likely going to win? It's hard to count out a guy like Robert Whittaker. It is. And obviously I am close friends with Paulo Borrachinha. Is he prepared to fight, man? Will he fight? That's my biggest thing. But with a guy like Robert Whittaker, you can never count him out. You just can't, man. Who am I cheering for? I'm cheering for Paulo. If I had to literally pick somebody, I just can't, dude. I can't, but I hope Paulo's ready. And I don't want to do him like that, but I hope he's ready for a guy like that, because it has been a very, very long time. He is going up against a guy that loves to play the distance game with explosive power. And who knows, he might be looking into takedowns, knowing how explosive and how hard this dude hits.
Don't necessarily know as he's going to start adding submissions back into his game just yet, especially because it would probably be a waste of energy against Costa. He's never been subbed. He's been stopped once by Adesanya, but I think we're going to see Whittaker try and fight at a distance and damage his lead leg.
Yeah, with those side kicks to the knee. Yeah.
Bust his nose, and then if he's under pressure, wrestle. But I actually am leaning towards Paulo Costa on a decision here.
Yeah.
I just feel like volume-wise, I you know what I mean? And maybe it's timing, maybe it's this point in their career, and maybe perhaps I'm underestimating the veteran like I did with Jack Hermanson.
Robert always looks great, but that dude Costa is first team all body. It just, once Costa lost to Izzy, he just hasn't been the same guy. He just hasn't. The Brazilian RoboCop, I know that's another dude's name, but he actually looks like him body wise. This Brazilian Terminator that was marching down Yoel Romero, and then he gets to Izzy and gets starched by Izzy. He just hasn't recovered from that. His social media's gotten bigger. He's way better at posting, but as far as skill wise, he just hasn't been as active, and he was on a straight tear path before that. Good God. He loses to Izzy, gets knocked out, loses to Marvin Vettori, and then has a long layoff, 2 years or a year, and then he fights Luke Rockhold. You could say it's the elevation. So we'll see.
I will say, I think Rob's gonna wrestle him.
Does he land the takedown?
Yeah, Rob can definitely land the takedown. Maybe not early on. Early on, I think it'd be hard. Rob will be at the distance, feints, pump faking, doing this fucking oblique kick. Costa will, I don't think he'll try and bait Rob or anything like that. I think he'll go to Rob. Yeah, I think he might not respect Rob unless Rob gets some respect straight away with a jab or his leg kicks or right hand or something. Costa will try and walk him down, but if Rob's smart, don't get to the fence, so that's where he'll bully you. Use good footwork. If Rob ends up behind the black line, that's when Costa's gonna put that pressure and just try and body work him, because he does his best work when people are on the fence. Footwork from Rob to stay away from the fence. Costa to win. He just has to, maybe he doesn't really mix it up. He barely kicks like low kicks or anything. He likes to boxing heavy. I think against Rob that's very limited, because Rob
also likes
makes
body
it.
kicks.
Body kicks as well. Yeah, it's true. Not leg kicks, body kicks. Yeah. I feel Rob will win by decision. UD. He's gonna land a couple takedowns. Depends who shows up. He might rock Costa, but I don't think so.